Alright, so this is a game that I played at Diamond 3. I'm going to take you through some of the thoughts that were running through my head, some places that I did correctly, and some places that I did really terribly at. There are a few times where my mechanics were lacking here. I had just gotten off of work and was like, alright, you know what, I'm going to do the self-review that I said I was going to do and just show some of my gameplay, and then found out that they dropped the patch, and so all of my replays were gone. So I jumped into this, didn't do my normal like warm-up or anything. Um, yeah, I mean you can see here, so the start, I'm backing up a little bit, I'm cautious of this Widow, right? My tank starts taking damage, I put a shot on the Widow, right, I push her off, our Genji dives, I'm looking at our Genji because he's diving, trying to push the Widow off. Obviously, you know, just stuff like this. And it's pretty standard. Nothing super special happening, right? Just respecting the Widowmaker. She's not targeting me. I take a pot shot at her, you know, take a little chunk off her, and then help my Genji when he's trying to dive her when getting low. Right here, you know, I'm looking for my soldier. As soon as he goes across the screen, sleep the Ryan when he's coming in. I mess up there. Should have thrown nade first to I don't know. I'm assuming you already saw this, but so he comes in here, right? I throw sleep. I should immediately, because like obviously my team's gonna just jump on him, right? So I should just, instead of shooting, I shoot one dart into him and then throw a grenade, but that gives him enough time to throw his shield up, which is the obvious reaction for being dropped into somebody's team. So I should have, right, thrown my grenade before shooting my one dart, and then, you know, I mean he ends up dying here anyways, so it doesn't matter. But just yeah, that's why it should be a dumb thing. Again, I'm hoping my Genji will pop back out so I can heal him. He doesn't. Nothing I can do there. Alright, now I turn around because this is actually a mess up grenade. So this is one of my mechanic things that, like, normally I should be better with. I had no warm up going into this because I wanted you know, a map. I was trying to throw it over here, and I completely just, my aim's just not good. Right, so I hit it into my Genji, heal the Moira. I try to take this. I'm little bit too slow to hit that quick scope at the end. I'm actually lucky. I didn't see their. Yeah, so you can see I'm trying to save grenade here, right? Because like their Ana is over here, and I completely miss her. She's on my screen for a second, but I completely have no idea that she's there. So she hits two, right? My grenade comes off cooldown. I try to save it, but then, you know, I pause for a second and just walk behind here, but then I'm like, you know what? This Sombra might walk up on me. So I throw my grenade just to be safe, and sure, luckily that I did. Right here, I should immediately sleep. This was another misplay that I did. Yeah, I throw one dart, and then I sleep, and because I hit my first dart, she gets scared and teleports away, right? And then that causes my Ramatra to go have Nemesis form, but then we can't kill her because, you know. So if I sleep her here, we get a free kill on her, but I don't, and that's a, so like, that was twice where I shot one dart reactively before throwing nade on the Rhine. That cost me. Before throwing sleep at the Sombra, that cost me. Um, yeah, so that's it. And like, you know, I'm already, and again, like, just be looking for my soldier. I see he's critical, and like I'm always aiming at him. Um, I'm always aiming at my soldier right when I see he's coming. Like, you can clearly see here, right? He's critical and he starts sprinting towards his window. I know he's going to come out this window, right? Nobody needs my help over here. I'm going to turn, like, my Moira's with my Ramatra even if he did need help. So my priority here is my soldier. I see he's critical. He's running back to get to the team. So I'm already scoped in the second that he comes through. My first shot is actually, again, like, my mechanics just not being where I need them to at the moment. And then, you know, hit the next two shots, and but so optimally I'd want to be shooting him right away, right? But I don't. Uh, well, I missed my first shot. Normally I'd want to hit that, but I had the right idea with it. I guess I just didn't execute. All right, then I throw here. This spot, I thought that I was going to hit both with this nade, and so that's like I instantly then pop nano to, because like I want him to get the damage reduction and extra health right away, right? Like, So I throw Nano in, right, and now I'm just, this is my focus, my only focus here, right? This stuff over here doesn't really matter what's going on. What matters is there's a Nano tank fight going on, and I know I can swing this. Alright, so their Ryan gets pushed off. Notice that I'm backing around here because I'm not sure if the Rhine has Shatter yet. Is why I back around this corner here because he has 91%, but I wasn't sure if he had Shatter or not. So I saw him come up swinging at half health and assumed he might be trying to Shatter because there's 3 people right here. It could be a really fast Shatter if he did, but he doesn't. So I repeat this corner, come back. They kill the Rhine and I just go back to just I mess up my healing a little bit here. Again, mechanics just not being as great as they should. Just healing whoever needs it, and we already won this team fight. I wanted to heal my Genji earlier, but unfortunately I had to reload. That soldier, nothing I can do, right? Like he got antied and then blown up. Like I can't heal through that or anything. I should be helping my Genji right now. Another mistake here. Like this is something that in game I didn't even see until just now. I'm actually watching this and I see him go to half health here. This is really bad that I didn't see this, right? My Moira's up here with my tank. I should be sitting back. I should see this and go, hey, my Genji. But I was so tunnel visioned on what's going over here. I completely missed that my Genji was, taking this 2v1 and half health. He jumps back out to where I can see him and then I don't heal him, right? And then he gets hacked, and oh well, suddenly there's nothing he can do, right? And because if I had healed him and he was full health, he probably, probably survives here, because he jumps back out because he's critical and was like, oh shit, and then I still don't help him. So at this point, I fucked up this fight, right? And at this point, my thought is, okay, so there's 2 things that can happen here, right? Either we die or we leave. Now this is obviously not a situation we're gonna escape from, right? If I tried to stagger here or like escape, like this would be a really bad idea, right? Because their Ryan is slept here, but he's not gonna be slept here for too long, right? And the rest of their team can catch up to me very quickly, right? Moira, Sombra, Genji, like all of these guys could easily they have a lot better mobility than I am. I'm a very slow character, so my goal is we have this lead up here, right? And I see this and I say, okay, well, I'm just going to, my Ramacha's being smart and playing the point, right? Because you don't want to die off point or the cart starts moving in your direction. So as long as we're alive, we're actually maintaining our lead as long as we are here to contest the cart. And so that's the only reason that I'm still here healing my Marmatra instead of trying to die, is because I know that we have the lead by a good margin. So I want to run a few seconds off the clock because I'm confident with the lead that we started to have. We only survive a couple extra seconds, but it's not that big of a difference. The most important thing is die on cart, right? Like you always need to die on cart, or robot or whatever the objective is that. Okay, so I see they're over there. I'm helping them, but I don't want to push too far. Now my tank is there, so I can push far. Bad nade. Yeah, probably shouldn't have. So my Moira's over there. This is okay, I feel like. I missed my sleep dart. Not great, right? It's a good anti. I mean, this is just a weird situation. I don't know what their Ryan is wanting to do here, because we just killed both their supports and now he wastes Shatter. I, like I could do nothing in this situation and we'd still win, but I throw this anti just to be safe. That was really weird that they're Ryan through Shatter there. Like that's probably wasn't watching the kill feed, but so at this point, my Genji is in voice chat asking for Nano next fight. So I don't really use voice comms, but I hit my ultimate is ready thing to show that my Nano right. This is a mistake. So being in this, I was going up here with the intention of we're gonna go turn the corner, right? But I have my Genji back here watching flank, right? So there's no reason, like I should be probably back here or over here. I don't know. Honestly, I'm not 100% sure. This is kind of a weird corner. maybe would be better to be playing back here. Looking in hindsight, like I was playing in the building, so it was somewhat safe. I mean, I wasn't expecting Genji Blade, which I should have expected Dragon Blade. But I'm pretty sure he just goes and like wipes our team. Yeah, I think he gets three. No, he gets 2 kills there. And then my sleep was just bad. Like, that's something I really noticed this game that I could feel was just like I didn't warm up enough with my sleeps. Like normally I'll play a little bit of aim training with my sleeps in like custom games, just so I'm ready, like to hit some of these. And my like every time I went for a sleep dart, I was just lost. Like if I had to do a 180 or something, like it just turned into a potato. So there's there's that. So there he is. Okay, so that was another one. Yeah, I remember this him being like, okay, now he asks, he's like, all right, I'm going for Blade. This is, if for those of you who don't know, this is the universal sign for Nano Blade is the Genji jumping up into the air, like making himself an easy target for your Ana to hit, and then he dashes with he gets another dash then once he's activates his ultimate and he jumps in, right? So essentially at this point it's just I give Genji Nano, make sure my soldier doesn't die here, finish the Genji, and then just our Genji just goes and wipes their team. So, I press one button and then just kind of make sure that our soldier doesn't die, and that's my job for the fight, right? I just give our Genji Nano and let him go ham, and it's not going to happen every time that they get like 3 kills, right? But, that was all I needed. So again, I play as Kerner. Is this a little bit too tight? Quite possibly. Actually, here, I want to see where my soldier is. Was this, it's probably not. Yeah, that's a, I mean, if I was playing a different support like Mercy or Kiriko, I should be over here helping my soldier, right? Trying to get, because he's going for a flank visor, I think, over here, which is awesome. Unless that happens, whereas Sombra comes and just wrecks you in a 1v1, right? My job's not to be over there. And to be fair, we have 2 main supports, which normally I'd play like Kiriko or Mercy or Zen, if I have a main support with like a lot of heal that has a lot of healing output like Moira. But I generally, if I have a Reinhardt or a Ramatra, I'm really good at like Ana or Baptiste. Their playstyles sync up really well with the Brawl tanks, so that's why I'm playing Ana here instead. Here again, a bad nade. So what I'm attempting to do here is she pops Coalescence and she heals, like self heals a lot. So my pretty much the only way she dies here is if I hit an anti-heal so that she can't, and then my Ramantra punches her to death, or maybe I hit like a shot or two on her. I completely whiff it. I whiff my... Do I whiff my sleep here, or do I... I either whiff the sleep, or the Zarya just hit a really clutch bubble. Nah, I think it would have been like a little bit off. But regardless, so I get pushed out of my cover, right, and I die. Again, was I playing too far forward? Quite possibly. I think we lose this one regardless, like, because their team probably would have just died me earlier. But here I notice, Sombra's back here, just make sure my DPS don't die. Come back up here with my tank, right? Now at this point I'm realizing, alright, I have a really nice high ground spot here. So I trying to hit some grenades right here. I realize, alright, I can get a pick on their Kiriko. And this is like the other part of support that like I don't entirely do too much, but when I see a good opportunity for it, it's really important to go for, like, right, like my Ramatra doesn't need my help, he's full health, right? My Moira is chilling over here, right? So I'm like, there's no reason I shouldn't need to heal my DPS, right? They're at a poke fight. I mean, if there was like a Reinhardt that was walking into them about to swing, sure, I'd be like helping them, not looking for the backline. But like with Zarya, no, it's just there's a lot of poke here, right? Like Moira's not going to do much damage to them. Plus, I can see that their tank is like backing up I think at this point she like backs up when she gets critical, and so like they're both their supports are just healing her. Like she's only trying to hit right clicks, which can easily be, you know, like out healed. Their Genji isn't doing much from range, and their Sombra hasn't even appeared yet. So here I go for a grenade. Right, this would actually be a pretty good grenade because it would probably force out Suzu if they have it. But I miss it. Yeah, so she has Suzu. This actually could have forced out Suzu here. Um, if I hit this grenade, I should have thrown it farther. Again, just my mechanics were not great this game, you know. And then I hit one shot on the Kiriko, miss the second one, but then I hit that one, and I get a pick. Like that's huge. That this you know like I always feel really good when I do that because I'm like, haha, it really is a support diff. Like I actually, you know, took their support out of the game, and then at that point we have the advantage, right? Because that's just a bad sleep dart. I was kind of trying to hit there, right? And now I hit their Moira with that. I mean, it doesn't end up doing anything because she just runs away. But I think here, yeah. So I hear that there's fighting going on back here, so I turn around, right, help my soldier, make sure he doesn't die. Says thanks, and yeah. So move to the next fight here. Like we won. This Sombra's back here. And now, yeah, at this point, I was like a millisecond away. I'm like, I want to hit sleep dart right now. And now, like this time, I'm not gonna shoot first. And then I was like she's backing up, right? Like she's not trying to take this. I can see her backing up in a straight line. I'm like, there's no way, like she's gonna sit there and just eat a sleep dart. And sure enough, she teleports out right away. So it's a good thing I didn't, because I really thought pretty hard about it. I should have just walked behind the bus there. I'm just a sucker for follow the leader, I guess. Alright, so here I come on this. Yeah, so this is just, again, like, my sleep dart, like, I just could not turn, right, for these, like, you saw how far how far off my sleep dart was. I just kind of turned in a random direction and threw my sleep dart, hoping it would hit Genji. Like, I could not. And then here's another time where like this is really bad that I missed this second shot because he might have lived here if I should hit him again, right? So that was another mistake on my part, right? Trying to hit this Genji, it doesn't pop out of cover. He's playing smart, so. And then we just sit back here, right? So our tank is up now. So I go back to our tank. I take a look out here because our tank's not up yet. I took a look back to our tank. All of a sudden, he's half health, right? So this is something that's just, you know, kind of like you don't always have to be one spot, right? Like I come in here, I'm gonna help my tank. I hear there's fighting over here. Okay, my tank hasn't engaged yet. I'm gonna peek over here, heal my soldier. He's full health. Okay, I go back to my tank. You know, my tank is half health. All right, I heal my tank, and then I can just look for some picks here. Like I don't hear fight going on anywhere else. I hit the grenade, but she's behind the bus. Just hit a shot where I can. Miss these. Yeah, this was bad. Like, there's no reason for me to really come. Like at this point, I thought that their team was going to back up because they only have 3 here, and then I get pulled even though I'm actually like behind here. I guess I was kind of like forward, right? And then here's my chance to hit sleep dart when she's pretty close, and again I just whiff. Like my sleep darts until I start sleeping the Sombra at the end, my sleep darts were just terrible this game, and that's why one of the reasons. Well, I mean normally they're honestly even better. Like there's no chance I should have missed that Zarya sleep like that close. I'm a little bit disappointed in that, but uh, this is not my like greatest gameplay. Like and here I honestly here I just panic because man it's like everybody goes from full health to like 3 criticals. I see the 3 criticals and I panic and I just throw a grenade and then I'm just like my brain goes a bit overload here, and that's not good, right? My optimal play here is to nano my soldier, right? Looking back at this, he's the one like taking most damage. He's the one that's going to die, right? My strength capacity's over half health, not taking any damage, right? Using a nano to save a player would be it right here. That would be what I should do, right? I don't do that, so he dies. And then I just heal my tank, and again, like my brain gets fried. If I had better reactions, right? I hope I turn and heal my Cassidy here. I sleep. I probably shouldn't have walked behind the bus. I should have just turned and immediately tried to heal my Cassidy's. Um, right. And then I hear the Winston gets back up, and this is like headphones are important, right? I hear the Winston get back up and start zapping, so I turn around immediately, start doing this, right? Um, I walk into the bubble, try to nade. This is a bit risky, right? At this point, like, okay, so this is good here, right? But then after I have him naded, right, I should just turn and heal my Cassidy because again, he's critical, right? I can like out heal. I'm pretty sure like Winston damage like completely, right? So this Winston's like he's not gonna kill my Cassidy if I pocket him, but I actually end up risking him dying by taking that last. You see how much health he has, like, you know, it works out. But I think I should have at least put one dart into him. Here was actually a fat finger. He was a fat finger or like a reaction. Like I didn't intentionally do it, but either that or it could have been like just a reaction of like I saw low and my finger just went there. But it was not like a thought out like yes I want to nano here. I was just like immediately after I did it I was like oops. This grenade here could have been better, right? Like because I could have hit if I splashed it a little over here and didn't direct impact on my Matra, I could have caught the monkey too. And like this is just sloppy, right? Like I think part of it was just like my reactions aren't there, so I needed to just take my time, right? But you can see how I'm already pulling my sleep before I even like, or maybe not. Maybe here I am, right? Like I'm not even looking in his general direction, and that's just really bad. Like I wasn't taking the time because like, and that causes me to die. Like there's no reason in Diamond I should be that sloppy with my sleep darts. It's just it's bad. So again, our tank is doing a good job of just dying on cart, right? At this point, I shouldn't even be moving forward. Our soldier goes forward. I do like the group up, fall back. Yeah, you can see I do the little fall back thing. Our soldier decides to feed here. And that was just like really poor gameplay on his part. And I'm just doing everything I can to make sure our Cassidy doesn't stagger even harder. And then they use their, and again, you can see how lost I am. Like my mechanics were just not good in this for sleep darts. Like
I still have some group up with me. We move now or not at all. Attack!
yeah, just fighting off the monkey. All right, cool. I come around. I try to hit that Moira. I miss because I'm bad. I just start shooting the monkey. Just try to get some damage in. I throw that. I don't know how she got out of that, honestly. Like I'm a little bit mad, salty about this one, because I hit this sleep right. She's honestly I want to look because he's already like this health, right? And like I don't know how she gets out of it. Oh, he misses his shot. Okay, that's all right. Like I shot her and thought she would die, but I think because the damage ticks
I slept the target.
in uh the damage ticks in that like it didn't kill her fast enough, right? I nano my Ramatra since I'm like we win this, it's the last fight. And then I'm not, like, he's ulting and he's nanoed. I'm not really concerned about him, right? I know the monkey has to jump back on the point here to contest because everybody else is dead. So yeah, I mean, at that point it was like, yeah, have an ulting nanoed Ramatra, he's not gonna die, right? Like I don't have to worry about him. So I just turn in and help make sure, help deal with the monkey. I sleep the Sombra again, and she gets out again, but that's okay, right? I took her out of the fight for a second, and then she comes back here, and game's over. So like you can see like just looking at my own replay how many bad mistakes I had, and that's why I'm diamond, right? Like if I was a masters player, I wouldn't make half as like a lot of those mistakes. In order to get to masters, I have to like eliminate a lot of those mistakes. It's easy in hindsight doing that, but like applying them in game and actually improving my gameplay instead of just my reviewing abilities, like it's that's something that like it's I need to work on is booing in game. Granted, like I said, like my sleep darts are normally a lot better, and my aim is normally a bit better. I'm not like any god tier or whatever, but I. I'm better than that, especially like my sleep darts. Like I'm normally used to, I have better reaction times and whatnot with those. So this was like again, I just I had pretty much no warm up because I was just like I came home from work and was just looking to only do a VOD review of my own thing because I had said I was going to do it, and then I was like, yeah, I got some extra time, and then it turned out that all of my replays were gone, so it was just kind of a sad day. So I had to play just out. But yeah, so hopefully people learned from my mistakes, but also from some things I felt I was doing well. Um, just showing you what like to general just diamond gameplay, but what I'm doing, where I am on like where my positioning normally is, where my target priorities are, why I'm doing what I'm doing, what I should have been doing instead of what I'm doing, and whatnot. So hope this guy helped you guys out. You got any questions on it? Let me know. Thanks.